Hey guys, Thunderstud here, and today we are going over new Traptrix. Can you believe it? Konami has given us quite a bit of support. We got the main boys, the Myrmeleo and Mantis. So those are insects. Definitely want 3 Myrmeleo. I will have 3 Myrmeleo very soon. I'm very into the box, to the third copy of Neptune too. So I did really well this box. We will get there. And yeah, 3, obviously not core, it will definitely make it better. I will 100% make room for 3 when you get in there. But we got Myrmeleo, we got Mantis, I believe Genlesia is new, and Nepenthes? I don't know how to say that one. She's new too. This one's pretty useful. You get to return a card or a trap, a whole trap from your graveyard and from your deck to your field. Pretty useful when you're trying to work around with the treacherous trap holes. So you'll see her plays will make more sense in the replays. She gives you a special summon or an add when you use a normal trap around her. Pretty good too. You guys remember what Vesiculo does. You get to throw a card away and special summon her. Dionysia has been in this game for a very or Dionea has been in this for a very long time, and she's very useful now too. She's your follow-up plays, your searchable plays. We have a litany of trap holes. Some you might recognize, some you might not. Bottomless trap hole, 1500 monsters, destroyed then banished. Floodgate, you've seen. Network trap hole, you probably don't know, but it's been around for a while. When your opponent special summons a monster from main deck or graveyard, banish it face down. Traptrix, hole, nightmares, again, been in here forever. When a monster that was special summoned this turn activates its effect on your opponent's side, negate it, and if you do, destroy it. And then break off the trap hole. When a link monster is link summoned, destroy all monsters that are not linked. Very good card, obviously won't destroy Traptrix monsters. And then we got Deep Dark Trap Hole. When a level 5 or higher monster is special summon, banish that level 5 or higher effect monster. So these two are new. I think this is new too. Time Space Trap Hole. When your opponent special summons a monster from the hand or extra deck, shuffle that monster in the deck, lose 1,000 for each shuffled. And then we got Giant Trap Hole. When 2 or more monsters are special summoned at the same time, destroy all monsters on the field. These, we're going like this. We don't really use more than one because we have Rafflesia now. Oh, that's not Rafflesia. We have Rafflesia now, who will let you use any trap hole from your deck at the cost of 1 material. Very good. We also got Alamaris. She's not as good, but she's a 2200 attack and she special summons. She still has her uses. Very cool. But we also got a new skill to make sure this deck pops off and is not very bad. You need 12 Traptrix monsters, which is a lot. I wouldn't naturally run 12 in Duel Links. So that is a lot, but they make up for it because once per turn you're able to play 1 Traptrix monster from your hand to the field, so you immediately get Rafflesias as long as you have multiple monsters in your hand. Very useful. Turn 2 onward, you can add a Treacherous to your hand, or sorry, to your deck from outside your deck, so that way you can use Treacherous with Rafflesia. But then you get to discard a card. It can be a monster. You get to add a card to your hand. It'll make more sense in the replays, but they do have their own skill, so make sure you get that if you're trying to play them. Other than that, it's pretty simple. The extra deck is where it shines. We're obviously using the Traptrix monsters. I've fallen in love with Skyblaster Musketeer. Excited Knight is so good. I use him as like a black rose in this deck. Pretty crazy. Malevolent Sin, very useful. Get a lot of use out of it. Pretty much don't use Giant Hand. You could probably replace Giant Hand with something. And we got Dreadnought into Super Quan. Very good. Keep that in there. Pretty much Giant Hand is all I would probably replace. I don't use that all too often. Still a pretty useful level 4 XCs though. But yeah, let's get into the replays because they'll be long enough. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing, what is her name? Sherry LeBlanc or something? Something like that. We got plenty of monsters and a deep dark trap hole. So we're going to start with Myrmeleo. He's going to let us search Time Space Trap Hole. We're going to use our skill to bring out Genlesia. She's going to turn into Rafflesia, and we set our 2 traps. So we got 3 traps we could potentially use. He brings out a Crusadia. We use a floodgate trap hole. That monster is gone. Now we use our skill. We throw her away. We bring out a Dionia. Very good. Normal summon her. Bring out Myrmeleo. That's going to attack back row. That's virtually the only way we attack back row. Now he's got a Crusadia Crawler, but we will destroy it even as it's a monster. Then we get 2 XZs. We go with the Alamercia, going straight Traptrix monsters. We do have monsters in the graveyard, so that's going to beat Dionia out once again. When she is special summoned, you get a set of normal trap. We set that floodgate. We already used the Myrmeleo, so we didn't need to summon him. We go with the Dionia. This duel is just doing everything, man. We even finish into a Malevolent Sin thanks to the skill giving us a free monster. We banish the monster and hit for lethal on top of 3 back row and a Rafflesia. How insane is this deck? Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba. We're going second, which means we can get Treacherous in our deck on the first turn. See what our boy's got for us. He's showing Battle Chronicle, Blue Eyes Matt. We got the Time Space Trap Hole in our hand. Other than that, it's just a bunch of Mantis and Dionaea. Dionaea. I cannot say her name. I always say Dinonesia or something. Anyway, we use our skill. We throw away a Dionaea. We search our Treacherous. We also have our Time Space Trap Hole. We search the Treacherous with the skill, so I was kind of messing around with the name while that was going on. But we threw away a monster, add the Treacherous, search the Treacherous, use the first part of the skill to summon another monster. We're going to go Alamercia. No Rafflesia because this is turn 2, so we're going to swing. This isn't quite lethal, but we bring out the Myrmeleo to hit the back row, as you can see, so he's a perfect opportunity. Now this was made possible because we discarded this Dionaea with the second part of our skill to search this Treacherous. That way she had something in the graveyard to target. Even if we weren't going to target that card, we targeted the Myrmeleo we just detached. Don't quite hit for lethal. He brings out an alternative. That's going to trigger a Time Space Trap Hole as its hand or extra deck. So we toss him back to the deck. That minus is 100. We probably should have waited. I didn't want him to pop, but now our Treacherous isn't live. But we can make our Treacherous live with that Jalicia card, but we're not going to use her immediately. We're just going to win the duel. Pretty easy clap. We're going to go with another Alamercia. I think I'd take out this Alamercia for, I think Giant Hand. But really, Giant Hand just isn't worth it. Here we go with the Musketeer. Bounce that monster back. Plenty for lethal with 200. Musketeer is really strong though. Really good card. So, yeah. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing an Odeon. We're going second. It's not a huge deal going second, because you can't set up Treacherous first turn. And you can do immediate XZs, so going second isn't a huge deal. We're facing a Dark Magician. He searches some weird trap card that I don't really see Dark Magicians use. He then goes into a Rod, gets rid of the Rod with Illusion, searches a Dark Magician and another Dark Magician. We are off to the races. What he has said is probably just that trap though. He also gets Secret of Magic for some reason. I'm not sure how that works. But anyway, he uses that, goes the Dark Magicians, sets another back row, pretty full field there. We could Excite Tonight it, but I've got bigger plans. Start with a Mantis. Mantis, we go with Vesculo. Traptrix Ground. We bring out the Nephinethes. Then we throw away a trap card to use our skill. Here it is, the Excited Knight. Just like I said, we're going to bust the whole thing open, but he's got a Divine Wrath. So he hits us with Divine Wrath. But now we don't got to worry about this field. So I did intentionally skip out on a search, so we had less cards, so we could get him with Excited Knight. That's how we used the second half of the skill to just discard and not search. And we tried to pop him with Excited Knight. Didn't work, so we're going to have to get rid of this monster in a different way. And we have plenty of options to do so, as we use our skill to bring out a monster once again. Guess who we're gonna use? My new favorite. Oh no, I thought we'd use Musketeer. We will still use Musketeer. We just gotta go with Alamaris first. That even brings out the Myrmeleo to destroy the Dark Magical Circle, so we're really popping. We bring her out with her own ability, Vesiculo. That's why we searched her. We threw away the trap card. Now we're at the Musketeer. Completely picked apart this guy's field and finished him off with lethal at the same time. Even set a back row we've snuck in there. So, very great stuff, guys. Love Traptrix. Alright, here we are facing Yugi's grandpa going first. So not many monsters. Actually, not really enough monsters to do anything. So we're just gonna set 3. Oh, I remember this duel. Okay, yeah. So that's a big field I see there. We have 2 monsters. We're gonna add one of those cards back to our hand after we search. Look at this. We're gonna use that. That monster's out. We're gonna bounce that monster back to our hand. We're gonna throw away that card. I didn't search. Why didn't I search? Now we go Excited Knight. I didn't search so we could have fewer cards. This way I'm able to pop the entire field. Look at it go. So we just popped the entire field with Excited Knight like a Black Rose. Pretty crazy. He destroys us with a 4K Time Lord, but that's not a huge deal at all. And we have a follow-up with our Dionea. We get the Deep Dark Trap Hole as a top deck. We bring out Myrmeleo. There's no back row to hit. Now we sit the Rafflesia right there. We're looking good. He loses that monster, 2 cards in hand, sets a monster of his own. We get another Mantis, who's going to let us search Genlesia. We just use her 2 XEs, we go with the Dreadnought, look at that. Showing everything we can do. He's going with a Warm Worm to try to mill us, but that's just a free Super Quan for us. And we still have the Rafflesia and the Deep Dark Trap Hole. Bada bing, he hits us with a Lava Golem. So those 2 massive monsters, very reactive monsters, get hit with a Lava Golem. That's actually devastating. He tries to use this BES Blaster. We hit him with the Deep Dark Trap Hole. Bada bing, he's banished. He's going to Life Charge to 2,000 life points. Pretty massive. Lava Golem's pecking away at us, but we don't really mind. We set a Floodgate. We also have the whole Nightmare. He sets a monster. We go with Dionysia. Should be over now as we bring out this monster. We return that Floodgate. I think we go with Malevolent Sin. Banish that monster. Don't want to worry about what that flip monster was as we finish him for lethal. So yeah, this duel really shows you the depth of the extra deck. You just do whatever you want, really. We got the Super Quan, Malevolent Sin, we pop the field with Excited Knight, we got a Rafflesia. It's just absurd. That's while having all this trap control. Traptrix are wild, guys. We're not even halfway to the power. They got a lot of link to go. We're being propped up a little bit by a skill, maybe a lot of it. Even without the skill, though, you can do some interesting things. Without the skill, or, well, it's tricky. Without the skill, you wouldn't run Rafflesia, and you would just search trap holes with your Myrmeleo. Different kind of things. Hope you guys enjoyed the live duel coming up, and thanks for watching.